Hey, 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 I'm Aldwyn Altuney.
And I'm Michael Thompson.
And welcome to
another episode
of
Movie Review TV. Movie Review TV. We see films as they are, rate them out of 5 stars. Movie Review TV. Movie Review TV.
Yes, beautiful original music there by Michael Thompson. Well done, and welcome back to Movie Review TV. This is episode 37 we're up to now, and we are going to be reviewing Storm Boy.
Yep, that's right.
Storm Boy. So what's this film about, Michael?
Well, many people would have heard of it before, I'm
they
sure.
Might have, or they may not have, depending where they are in the world.
In Australia, they would have. Yeah, Storm Boy. The movie is based on the 1964 Australian children's book by Colin Thiele about a boy and his pelican. The book concentrates on the relationships he has with his father, Hideaway Tom, Courtney, the pelican, and an outcast Aboriginal man called Fingerbone Bill, Trevor Jamieson. Storm Boy has grown up to be Michael Kingley, Geoffrey Rush, a successful retired businessman and grandfather. When Kingley starts to see images from his past that he can't explain, he is forced to remember his long-forgotten childhood, growing up on an isolated coastline with his father. He recounts to his granddaughter, Madeline, Morgana Davies, the story of how, as a boy, he rescued and raised an extraordinary orphaned pelican, Mr. Percival. Their remarkable adventures and very special bond has a profound effect on their lives. The story has been dramatised several times. The 1976 version of the film had a budget of $320,000 and it made $2.645 million at the box office. The 2019 film has an estimated budget of $15 million and is targeting over $81 million at the box office. So it's been going great at the cinemas and it's still on.
Yes, thank you so much.
If you want to go see it right now. So
thank you, Michael. That was very well done. Very good introduction there to Storm Boy. Now, I must say I absolutely love this film. I'm a huge animal lover, as some of you may know. So, of course, having pelicans in this film and having that close bond between humans and pelicans, I found very moving. I cried quite a few times through this movie. I was very touched by what was going on, and I was very, very sad to see pelicans being shot. Extremely sad. In fact, made me sad and then angry, and I wanted to actually shoot the shooters. That's how I felt watching this film. Very upsetting to see pelicans being shot. I can't believe that people shoot birds for fun. I just cannot believe it. I know it's an age-old tradition going way back, and I think it is so wrong, and I think it should be banned. You know, if you're going to shoot anything, shoot some clay pigeons, as they call them, those clay...
Yeah.
You know, those clay targets and other targets. You don't need to kill a living being to have fun. And this movie was absolutely beautifully done. I loved every bit of it. I love the scenery. I love the Aboriginal influence. I love the spirit behind it. It was just so moving. It was such a moving story for me. It really hit my heart, and I was very inspired by this film. There were some really, really moving moments in it, and it was just such a lovely story and a lovely bond that this young child had with these 3 little baby pelicans that he rescued, whose parents had been killed by shooters, by people shooting them. And it's just lovely how he brought these 3 penguins up, and the story of that, which was being recounted by the Storm Boy as a grown-up, as a grandfather. He was retelling, Geoffrey Rush was retelling the story to his granddaughter Madeline, played by Morgana Davies. Very beautiful, absolutely. As I say, I can't rave enough about this film. I was absolutely blown away by it. What did you think,
Yes,
Michael?
well, I thought exactly the same as you, to tell you the truth. I know this is based on it was based on a novel written in 1964. And there was an original film, as I said, done in 1976, which is a very famous Australian film. It is Storm Boy was.
Yes.
And it deservedly, made a lot of profit at the box office. And deservedly, this one is doing the same. And it's still out at the moment if you want to go and see it, because it's already, what was it? It's made, it was 81 minus 15. That's like...
so it's made about 66 million already?
66 million at the box office already, and deserves it, because it's a very touching drama. It is.
So beautifully
with
done.
some fantastic performances by Geoffrey Rush, obviously.
And the young boy was amazing too. I
yeah,
thought
and
all
the
the
young
acting,
boy, yeah.
The acting, the father played really well. The granddaughter acted well. I thought the acting was excellent. It was a very small cast, however, such a powerful film. It just goes to show that just with a fantastic storyline, you don't need to have a massive budget to have a great film. You don't need, you know, you can do so much with so little, really, when there's that emotion in it.
Well, this film, obviously, you know, had a restricted budget, you know, compared to many other big blockbusters you see nowadays. I mean, was it 15 million? That's not much to make a film like what the original one was done for. What,
320,000,
which probably,
which back then was probably a lot. 1976,
probably 10 times that now.
Yeah, that was
the estimated value of it was. So,
but to make 2.6 million at the box office back then in 1976, it was obviously very popular back then. This was just really, really well done.
Yes, I mean, as I said, fantastic performances by all those involved, and I couldn't imagine a more touching drama, especially with animals. All I've got to say is save the pelicans.
Yeah, save the pelicans.
And I have no idea how they came up with the name Mr. Percival. For one of the pelicans, but yeah, that means he was like stately. That sort of reminds me of the English name. Doesn't it, Percival? Like an upper class English lord or something, Mr. Percival, really straight sort of guy.
The young boy had names for all three of the pelicans that he brought up. One was Mr. Proud, and one was something else. What was the other one? Do you remember?
No, but maybe he thought it matched their personalities, if they did have any personalities. Maybe he just
I think so.
He just imagined that they had, you know, distinct characteristics, and they did. So that's maybe the reason why he named them like he did. But yeah, this is one of the best films of the year, obviously, and one of the best Australian movies in a long time.
Oh, absolutely.
So I say go out there and see it now. If you want to see one film this year, especially an Australian film, this is the one that you've got to see.
Yes.
To renew your faith in Australian cinema.
Absolutely. And the music, the soundtrack was so well done too. I was so moved, and I wasn't the only one. I know in the cinema there were a lot of people that were crying at different times, so it was very, very moving the way it was done, and just so beautifully and eloquently done. You didn't cry, Michael? Amazingly.
I don't cry.
Oh, is that right?
I could have, but I didn't.
Well, you do have tear ducts for a reason, Michael. I encourage you, if you feel like crying, to actually let it out.
I sort of did towards the end.
Okay.
I know you did too.
I did. I was just so, we don't want to give too much away, but basically very moving, very heartfelt, very soulful film. It was. So well done. So congratulations to all the makers of this film. Absolutely brilliant. I give it 5 stars, Michael. I can't fault it. I absolutely loved it, and I'd see it again and again. I'm sure I'd love it every single time I saw it. So congratulations to the makers.
Very special movie.
Very special. What do you give it out of 5?
No, I'm afraid I've got to give it 5 as well.
5 stars.
It can be more. It can be a better movie, more touching movie.
Wow.
More intimate, and that was very low key, especially compared to a lot of other films nowadays. But that makes it a great contrast.
Yes.
Really, from the other big action blockbusters and the silly,
over
the top comedies that
it's a real film. It's a real film.
Recently, it's you don't see many films like that done now. No. So that's that's a great strategic, sort of piece to have.
And even though it's based on a novel, you could see that it could well be a true film. You could see it be based on a true story, because all animals have different personalities, and it shows that, and it shows that beautiful bond that can happen with human beings and animals when they just give animals a chance. It's just beautiful. In fact, animals are so much wiser than people, I think, in many ways. So congratulations to the makers. 5 stars out of us. Out of our 37 reviews so far, we've only given this one and The Greatest Showman And
well, I could have given Street Cat Named Bob 5 to tell you the truth. Maybe if we did another review, I might give it 5. No, I'd have to rewatch it again.
Okay, so we've got 2.
I think I only gave it 4.5.
Right. So
maybe that's just changed up from your star rating.
So 2 films we've given 5, both 5 stars to, and Street Cat you gave 4.5. I think you gave 4.5 and 5. Yeah. So we all those 3 films absolutely spectacular. This one definitely go see it. Congratulations to the makers. Cheers to you, Michael, and cheers to the makers. Well done, Australian filmmaking.
If you want a unique experience, go see this, and it's completely out of place. Absolutely. And as I said, a lot more low key than other films that are around. So go and self and experience it. That's all I've got to say. So what have you got to say, Aldwyn?
I've got to say yes. And there's my phone going. That's good timing, isn't it? We've got to put the phone to silent. Let's do that. I say it's a yes.
Yes. Well, yes.
And from Movie Review TV. Absolutely brilliant. If you haven't connected with us on Movie Review TV page on Facebook, do so. We'd love to hear what you thought of the film. If you've seen it, please put your comments in the chat box underneath this video wherever you're watching it. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, Aldwyn Altuney. Check out all our other movie reviews on the Movie Review TV playlist.
And this movie sums up our Movie Review TV motto well, doesn't it? Moving you at the movies.
Moving you at the movies. This one absolutely will
move you when you go see this.
Absolutely will move you. All right, thanks for watching. We'll be back soon with a review of Holmes and Watson coming up next, episode 38. Hang around. See you soon. Bye.